Hello YouTube, how's everyone going? So today we're streaming after a while. Has been a bit of a personal life coming first situation, so couldn't stream a lot. Just Gaming Hub first. Hey man, good to have you here. Sion Kian Lim, hey, how are you going? Didn't notice was a stream, I thought it was a video. No, it's a stream, we're live. Level 99, who do you want to win, 1846 or 1365? Hey man, I got my alt account in 1365, so obviously I am rooting for 1365. Now before we start watching the KvK, I just noticed this mail that came in. Just have a quick look just to see if there's anything exciting. Tales of Summer, Jeffy, 1365 doing the impossible. Yep, unthinkable. 1365, I mean, it's a 3v4. Keep in mind, it's a 3 camp versus 4 camp KvK. It's not exactly 1365 versus 1846, but still 1365 doing amazing, I guess. Yep. Now, Tales of Summer coming on the 7th, which is few days away. I haven't checked any mails about this before, so I'm guessing this is the first time we are seeing this. Just want to see if there's anything exciting in the mail. Have you seen the 9-hour rally report? No, I haven't actually. Just Gaming Hub? No, I haven't. Yo, hey, how's life? Just Gaming Hub. If you want, you can share the report with me, and then we can show it on the stream as well. So you can just send me an in-game chat and we can open it. Okay, so what's happening here? So it's a seasonal festival, 7-day quest. We know how that goes. Decorative items, city themes. Collect flower, paper. Okay, so the first fun thing we see is race against time. So we got race against time. Ashish Rai, who is winning at the moment, looks like 1365 is doing a little bit better. Cerulli Assault, so we got Race Against Time, we got Cerulli Assault, so nothing exactly new. Improvements to Season of Conquest, new iconic crystal rewards. So there's possibility of getting 3 extra iconic crystals from the Crusader achievement, so that's good. We love iconic. There's no crit, it just happens. Can you click out? Yep, I can. So that's... Oh, you can't see the location. I'll read it out to you. Actually, maybe this is a better way of doing it. So this is in 1348. So Kingdom 1348 and X555 Y569. That's the location. So let's go through the mail. I just want to finish the mail and then we start checking out the KvK. So Iconic Crystal, we read that. Season of Conquest story, registration by election phase. Registration by election. Not selection, election. By election. Okay. A new by election phase has been added to Season of Conquest. Once the registration phase of Season of Conquest has ended, kingdoms who were unable to find a match can choose another story. Okay. Alright, so that makes sense. You can see how many refresh chances you have for Bastion quests in Season of Conquest. Oh, is there a limitation to refresh chances? We just refresh all the time after 10 minutes, right? So I'm not too sure what that means. You can see how many refresh chances. I didn't know there was a limitation. Maybe I didn't notice. Heroic Anthem power-up changes. Aggressive mode and peaceful mode can be triggered individually or troops in the armies tab. Okay, so it doesn't have to be all 5 or 7 marches in aggressive or peaceful. You can have 3 in aggressive or 4 in peaceful, whatever. You can now toggle aggressive mode and peaceful mode when dispatching troops. Okay, when you're taking them out of the city, you can do that. Notifications will now show when a troop is blockaded while joining a rally. Okay. While joining a rally. So when you're joining the rally, is it going to show whilst you're joining the rally, it's going to show whether the rally in the way will face a blockade? I think is that what it's saying? The rallied army will wait for a short period after the rally timer ends if troops cannot reach the attack location due to being blockaded. Once this waiting period ends, the rally will launch an attack. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. So before the rally leaves the city towards the destination, if there's a blockade, then you get a notification and there's a time. Champions of Olympia, kind of don't want to read that. Battle system improvement. Improved display effects for selecting targets. Selecting targets are now more visually prominent. Well, that's good. I was struggling with the PC version trying to hit targets, and it does say that it's going to be easier maybe to drag and drop your marches on a troop, maybe. Improved display effects for destination markers when holding and dragging troops in order to prevent them from being blocked by your finger. Okay. So basically, you know how when you're dragging your troops and trying to hit an enemy, then there's a little cross sign that comes up or an attack sign that comes up. Maybe that's going to be bigger or something along those lines. Other improvement. Tutmosis 3 is now in the tavern, the expedition shop, and the museum. Well, that's great. Tutmosis, we have more access. So we were wondering when can we have him on gold key. So after the update, we'll have him on gold key. Maybe some of us can max straight away. So if you have saved gold keys, wait till the update goes live. So he's gonna have relics, exhibits, and relics. Okay, so he's gonna get boosted straight away after coming out. Immigration rule changes. Loud music. Is the music too loud? Okay, let me fix the music. Sorry about that. Let's see if we can fix the music a bit. What's the volume? Okay, so I lowered the music volume a little bit. Hopefully that helps. It wasn't too loud from my end, but if you guys are saying it's loud, I lowered a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Level 99 Tiger, are you from India? I'm from Bangladesh, streaming from Sydney. You going to fight? Musab Rahman, hey man, no, I can't fight tonight because if I'm streaming, I can't fight. So there's a rule in 1365 where you can't stream when you're fighting because of markers and all that. That's why I'm in my main account so that I can stream properly and I can't be fighting at the same time. When the battle settles a little bit, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, maybe I can fight and stream at the same time. So immigration rule changes. In the interest of maintaining balance, the unlimited option for cross-season migration cap has now changed to... Okay. So the power cap. So the king, when he sets the power cap for migration, it's not unlimited. There's a higher level of power now. You can't even fight with 10 minutes delay. Yeah, man, apparently I kind of don't agree with it, but I am in a kingdom, so whatever the kingdom rule is, obviously I'll try to follow. 1348, we're allies back in KvK 4 from 1937. Amen. Tempest Rock, yep, we have been allied before, I guess then. Stargates, I remember LADUS from when he was with Prince of War, Insane Kingdom. Stargate, I'm still with Prince of War. Same kingdom, same alliance still. They say can't see troop buff was error. I sent it already. Alright man, no issues. After checking out the mail, we are towards the end of it, we'll check the report. Alliance officers and garrison captains now can send troops back garrisoned in buildings, holy site. Oh, thank God. So you know how you can kick out wrong troops from rallies? You couldn't do it from garrisons. Looks like they're fixing it, so you will be able to do it from garrisons as well, which is great. So you don't have to kick out a person. You can just remove the the march from the flag. So that's great. Alliance war information can now be shared in chat. Don't know what that relates to. Improved alliance flags display effects for Osiris League champions and Lost Kingdom victors. Okay, so the flag is going to be fancier. Added a button to check commander information during the Wheel of Fortune. Tap view jump command info page. Okay, whatever that is. Added an option to sort commanders by power. Okay, I don't know how they assign the powers to the commanders though. So, but either way, okay. Adjusted the proportion of speed up items granted by losing siege units in reinforcement received from allies after taking heavy losses. So you know how you could kind of let your siege fill up the hospital and get a lot of speed ups? Looks like you won't be getting as much. Alright, so we had a read of it. Now I think Just Gaming Hub, I don't have the report yet. So sometimes there's a lag or delay when I'm streaming in terms of getting messages. I'm not too sure why, but whenever that comes in, I will show. So there will be a marker here and we can show the report. Now let's go take a look at the 1365 KvK. We'll start off with the 1365 KvK and then we'll later on have a look at the 1860 KvK as well. So 1365 KvK. So even though I have an account here, I can't really fight and show the KvK, stream the KvK at the same time because of sensitive markers and all of that. So I have been advised that not to stream, even including delays, like few minutes delays. So we're just gonna have a look as an external, and then after the stream I can go and play within like alliances. Anyways, so as you guys can see, yesterday 1365 allies and 1365 again came through pretty much from the top left hand side, and you have 1846 and allies coming through the bottom right hand side. And then throughout the last, I would say about 20 hours or so, 1365 and allies have taken a dominant position. They're kind of holding the ziggurat area, and 1846 has been pushed back a little bit here, and 1846 towards the mid has been pushed back quite a bit. Now this area, they're almost at the pass, and even up top 1365 and allies have pushed them in quite a bit. Tempest Rock, where's your account in 1365? So at the moment, so I was in BLN just then, but then before I started streaming, one of the leaders mentioned that please don't stream using your account right now because there are some sensitive markers there. So that's why I'm not streaming through that account. So it's still in 1365, but I'm not just streaming through that account. So coalition markers in terms of playing, that's a great achievement and that's very beneficial, but I guess from a streaming point of view it's kind of difficult because you can see way too much, and that's why I'm not allowed. Now what's happening with 1846, I'm not too sure. Now 1846 and 1365, both of them, yes, they have been fighting for, I don't know, like more than a week, but then none of them were fighting with full force in either side. Like as in, what I meant is when they were facing each other's allies, they didn't get exhausted. They kind of won overwhelmingly easily. However, when they started facing each other after past 6 open, even at that stage, none of the kingdoms felt like went all out. So they kind of saved everything for Kingsland. So in terms of Kingsland, how 1365 winning is beyond me, but you know, I'm happy they're winning. Like, at least at the moment it does look like they're winning. Now we see a lot of open field action. This is between BLN and this is BLN, this is OG, and you got BIA. So some of the main alliances from 1365 and 1846, and lots of action going on here. Now what we want to see is if there's a rally action going on, then we'll try to focus on that. But for now, oh, we do see the rally. So rally coming in. So BLN rally, Attila, and double rally actually. Well, not double rally, two rallies. So we got two Attilas rallying on. So in this case, we got a Zenobia and Flavius, and it's Attila and Nevsky. Now this is Attila and Nevsky as well. I can't really see the garrison. We will ask for the reports if the rally goes for a while. If the rally doesn't go for a while, then probably not worthwhile asking for reports. In terms of the field presence, BIA and LIU, the two alliances from 1846, have a decent amount of presence, but I think at the moment 1365 looks like have more of a presence. TSN Lambao, sometimes losing a KvK makes a kingdom stronger. You find out who is really loyal to the kingdom and who is just there to poach free stuff. Yep, very true. Very true. But then at the same time, I mean, even before that, what I was wondering is 1846, so many active players, as in so many active players. 1365, let alone active, 1365 doesn't have that many players. But saying that, 1365 does have one extra camp, so it's a 3v4, not a 4v4. So that definitely played a little role as well. Long time no see, Miss Irene. Yes, long time. Few different things kind of happened, so a little bit of a pressure on personal life. So not only I didn't stream, I actually didn't play much last few days either. And then on top of that, what happens with me with 1365 is, like, this is my old account, so I don't play a lot here. So I like during KvK, maybe a couple of hours here and there I can log in and fight. Now I was kind of hoping I can fight and stream at the same time, obviously with a bit of an added delay and whatever. But then 1365 is very strict in terms of you know, not streaming during fighting. There are rare days when you can, but most of the time they'll say that, look, today we have sensitive markers, don't stream today. I mean, you can stream, but not whilst you're not whilst you're in an alliance. And then what that usually does to me is, I'm like, okay, well, so maybe I'll do some other stuff today, maybe I won't play today, maybe I won't stream today. So I end up doing neither. So in a way, the fact that my main account is not in 1365 is a good thing, because then I will probably stop playing. Fo Gaming, hey Fo, good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. How's your KvK going? Your KvK should be wrapped up pretty soon, right? I saw a few information about 1556 migration for. So you guys are looking at a big migration. 11th, was it the date? Dicky, is Leonidas still good? Dicky, it's alright. It's not. He's not really OP, like as in if you have him already, then that's great. But then if you don't have him, then maybe not worth a new investment. So guys, two rallies, both kind of fails from the looks of it. The flags didn't really burn. Dicky, wow, 4, yes, everyone in the chat is excited to have 4 here. July 11th, yes, around 200 members. You're migrating in 200 members? Wow. Now I know one of the more famous people, another famous person going to 1556. I talked to Legend Ronnie the other day, and he's going there, right? He's going on the 11th, Legend Ronnie. Miss Irene, the current 1556 lineup is solid. Loving to see it. Yep, it is pretty good. Baba, Fo, Goodfather, Saz, quite a few big players there. Now we are looking at the JST side of things. So we are looking at BLN. BLN, roughly speaking, is the second biggest alliance in 1365. Now we are looking at the JST side. Now on the JST side, it looks like JST is the one that's under pressure. So we got a rally from BID from 1846. We got a Gilgamesh and Henry on a Zenobia and YSS. Now on this flag, I don't see too many JST or 1365 players. Well, actually there isn't too many players here from either side, but then the players from 1846 is doing a heavy swarm. I think that flag is going down. So 1846 has certainly not given up. They're still doing a big push here. And that's it, flag burned. That's repairing. Now we're going to go across all the areas where there is flags touching and all that. Now, is that a critical flag? Not really, because it's just not. But then this area over here looks like here we got a bigger ball. So let's see what's happening here. Madness. Are we going to see 1556 versus plus 1254 versus 1365 plus 960 or 846 next KvK? Well, why not? Maybe we should. If Fo is there, maybe Fo can answer. Miss Irene, not really. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, because nowadays everyone wants to be part of a big KvK, right? So you may have quite a few kingdoms interested. Alright, so this is where we see a big ball from 1365, much bigger than what we have from 1846. And is that flag coming down? That flag should come down. Heavy swarm going on, and the rally is Attila Nevsky. So it's looks like the three rallies that we looked at from 1365, all of them has been Attila Nevsky, not the new Archer meta. So is Attila Nevsky still better? Maybe when you don't completely own the field, maybe they are better. Lots of JST over here. And that flag is burned. Now, is there any other flag they could be targeting? Well, that's burning already. So this is the area where 1365 is focusing, and this flag strategically not that important, so that wasn't really protected. And that's burning from 1365. Now moving along, let's check all the other areas where there's flags touching. Augmented. Lilith won't allow that, they can't handle it. Look at 1846, 1365, 1860, 90. Lilith didn't match them. Yeah, that's actually true as well. That's true. I think that's what Miss Irene was trying to say as well. So even if all of them log in at the same time, from a technical point of view, that may be a bit of a nightmare for Lilith in terms of lags and all that. So yeah, Lilith, Artyom, Lilith just $1. Potato server only dream we see big KvK. Yeah, you guys are probably right. Probably it's unlikely that you'll see all the big kingdoms in the same KvK. Maybe maximum 4 Imperium KDs. Beyond that, it does get a little too hectic. Okay, now this is where we got our allies going in and burning some 1846. Is that 1846? That should be 1846 because WIB is here. So we got our allies pushing in as well. We have been lucky with our allies this KvK as in 1365. all the allies have been playing very good. Miss Irene, the servers can't handle the amount of super kingdoms. Yep. Yo Monte, GG's 4 from 254 here. Hey, fun KvKs you guys are having for a while. Yep. So next KvK, if 4 is still here, hopefully we get to see a teamed up KvK from 1556 and 1254. Wouldn't that be fun? Augmented. Lilith learned lessons from the All Imperium KvK SO8 before its super lag. Yeah, I mean it is, even from our point of view, right? Like, we rather see less Imperium KvKs and more streamless, seamless play, right? Rather than having lags and all that. So Irene, max they can put 2 super kingdoms per KvK. Yeah, the more you have, the more the lag is. I think the 1860 KvK with 4, I mean, it's still kind of going, or actually let's put it this way. If it's a heroic anthem, maybe 4. If it's a season of I mean, not season of, if it's a strife of 8, maybe 2, because there will be all these other kingdoms as well. So our allies are pushing in towards the pass. They're not facing heavy resistance, I would say. Not that heavy resistance. So we're going to focus on the areas where we saw the bigger balls. So we kind of went through the whole map, and this is where we are probably going to see more action from 1365, more rally action from 1365. So Hades over here, he's doing some rallies, and he's rallying that flag, I think, and someone else was rallying this flag. We do still see a lot of 1365 presence here, and we do not see 1846 matching the numbers. Now 1846, based on the number of players they have, they shouldn't have a downtime. But anyways, we don't see as many of them. They're probably balling up somewhere on the left. But anyways, we'll keep the screen on this area, because we're gonna see 2 double rallies again. Artyom, 8 imp KvK ending before pre-KvK. Bad Diplo, easy loss. Yeah, Diplo is kind of important to make sure that it's fun, I guess. HA can be 4, but the new HA is horrible. Yeah, I kind of don't like that blockade feature. For so many different reasons. How about 93 1846? Yep, we want to have a look at that as well. Actually, you know what? Now that we kind of had a look at this KvK in terms of where everything is, we can come back into this one a little bit later. But let's go and take a look at the other one. So 1093 versus 1860. And we also have 1034 and 1671 here. 1034 is 1v. Now, I have never seen 1v lose. So I yesterday when I had a look, it felt like 1093 had a stronger position. So is this the first time I'm ever gonna see 1v lose? Maybe not. Let's see how it is. Ooh, it does look quite even, does it? So we got 1034, that's that blue over there, that's 1034. That red 45, that's their allies. Actually, let me change the minimap as well. Okay, so we got the right minimap now. Okay, so 1034 and 45, their allies is here. And this should be 1034 as well, is it? The blue here. Yep, that's 1v. And you got 93 here being pushed back heavily. So 93 from here, I'm sure they were expecting to be somewhere up here. Now they have been pushed back on this side. 71 I would say is not as strong as the other kingdoms that we are talking about. But then 71, they're not being attacked exactly, so maybe they're being attacked here. So 71 does have a bit of a position. This is 93's allies, the purple here, and this is 93 coming in from here. And the red is 1860, right? Yeah, red is 1860. So based on Kingsland position, just looking at this side, I'll say that the 1v side has more of an advantage, but overall, it's not the end of the world. It's not decided yet. Now let's go through and check all the areas where there's fighting going on. So that's 93 flag being burned. Not a lot of action here right now, but that's 93 being burned. And this is the other area where there should be some fighting. This is where 1v is burning 71 as well. Ooh. And they're all allies, so they wouldn't be fighting. This is the other area where we need to have a look. So 93. This is 1v flag burning. On the other hand, the 93 flag is burning as well, actually. So 1v on the left, not burning. 1v, all I see is 1v here, guys. Where's 93? So 71, I can see some 71 fighting here, but definitely more 1v. 1v pushing up towards 1v pushing up towards the 71 area. This flag could be double rallied from 93 as well, but 93, they have some presence here, but not necessarily they're in action right now. Looks like a lot of 1v here. Mojojo, I never thought 1846 would perform this bad. I mean, I won't say they're doing bad, but I thought they were a little stronger. Yeah, true. Just Gaming Hub. Yes, the blockade sucks. It's already laggy and hard to control marches. Now it's 10x harder. Yeah, I don't like the blockade thing at all, man. Look, where is 1021 now? Yep, that's a good point as well. We want to know where 1021 is. I just looked at Kingsland, but let's look at 1021. Did 1021 manage to come out? So 1021 is trying to come out here. There's not a lot of action here right now. They are burning 1864s and they're coming out this way. So they came out not yesterday, they came out a couple of days ago, I think, and they're trying to push out, but they're still kind of locked in here, right? They haven't managed to come out of that area. We do see some 93 presence here, 93 versus 1v going on here. Miss Irene, it's not like 846 it's bad, it's just that 1365 is better. Yeah, 1365 is outperforming beyond expectations in a way. Yep. But 1846 is twice the size of 1365, right? Not really twice, but they have like couple of extra. So I think they have like, well, they have, I think, 3 extra alliances compared to 3 extra fighting alliances compared to 1365, I think. Bottom side lost a lot of ground from 671 and 93. Yeah, this is bad. From a 93 point of view, this is bad. So you know how I was saying that I have never seen 1v lose? You know what? I'm never gonna see 1v lose. 1v is winning again, and 1v, I mean, not just 1v, 1860 is there as well, and Kingdom 45 is there, 2345 is there fighting. So it's not like a 1v1, but in either way, 1v is pulling a lot of weight, and it doesn't look like 93 is gonna win this. Heavy action on this flag of 71 over here, WWE. So usually you see the alliance being aggressive or the kingdom being aggressive around the flag. Now look at how far deep 1v is standing. Like 1v is making sure no one gets reinforced. This flag is coming down for sure. $10.21 has reached past 5. 10.21 reached past 5. Where? So 10.21. How did 10.21 reach past 5? What am I missing? $10.21 is here, came out a little bit. And am I missing a fort somewhere? I don't see it. Nope. And they came out a little bit here, but they're not close to past 5 anywhere. Ooh, they came down this way. Yes, I am missing something. So they came down this way. They came down this way. All right, so it's not just upwards. 10.21 is playing amazing. I mean, they're not necessarily contributing to Kingsland right now, but they have come out quite a bit, and they are almost at past 5. They just need to burn 2 forts. Wow, so when 10.21 joins the fight, I mean, it's a long way to go still, but then 10.21 may have something to say in this KvK still. They're not, when they're coming out now, obviously 1v is more focused on this side, so they may have a little bit of a free reign right now. Doesn't mean that 1v can't look around, turn around when they have control over this area a little bit. So 71 still fighting, so 71, but they are pushed back. So they're not even fighting on the front of their territory. They're fighting at the back of their territory. This is how 1v plays, pushes off everyone. Now 1093 did manage to hold against 1v for a while, down south at the pass and at the top with the pass with 1860. But then when it comes to Kingsland, I don't see a lot of 93 fighting right now. All I see is 1v. Actually, there's less action in this KvK right now because we see 1v fighting, but then I don't see any of the other kingdoms kind of active at the same time. All we see is just 1v. and a little bit of 1671. 1v is fighting here as well. 1v is fighting all over the place. So this is 93 allies. They're fighting here. They're rallying something. It's not a flag. It's probably a city rally, right? Yep, it would be a city rally. All 1v. Everywhere just 1v. Now 1v is probably gonna go for this flag. Are they can they? Yep, they can. They can burn this flag. Where are they going? Are they just refreshing? Nope, they're gathering towards this flag. Okay, so we're gonna stick around here for a little bit. We'll see if this flag can get burned or not, and then we'll go and have a look at the JST KvK again. I mean 1365 KvK again. Not real. Yo, hey man. 1v is really strong. Yes, really strong. 21 came out on 1v side. Check 1034 side. Yep. So I'm reading up on messages now. Yep, we saw that. Thank you. Right. If 21 join Kingsland, 93 will win. Yes, that's right. I just don't know whether they can make it in time though, right? Because they have to burn through a lot of flags and forts. So it's not like easy to join Kingsland right now for 21. But if they can, that'll be great. Yeah, for sure. Alright, so does it look like we're not gonna do a rally here? So 1v is not doing a rally. You know why? Because there's a Charles in garrison. Now this is one of the front this is one of the flags that's touching 1v. I don't know what 93 was thinking, but they had a Charles in garrison, so we didn't get to see a rally. It's just swarm it down. It's a Charles, probably wasn't full either. But do you guys see wherever we're pointing on the map, we just see 1v? Or like NenV, anyways, 1034. C 1034 side. Yep, we did. Augmented. How about 1965? I don't know much about 1965. Who is 1965? 1860 flag keep burning. 1860 side. 1860 is not touching anything, right? Oh, actually, there's a little bit of an action here, potential. That, or not a little bit. Okay, all right. I was saying that we only see 1v. Well, this is where 93 and 1860 is. So 1860 is kind of being pushed down by 93 over here. This is where the action is. So this is the area that we didn't look at previously. So we got a flag repairing from 93, and on this side, this is not repairing. Okay, one flag from 93 repairing, one flag from 1860 repairing, but the main action is over here. Probably that flag. Does 93 have field presence? Enough field presence? 93 has probably more march than 1860 here. Probably, not too sure. But let's keep an eye on this area. Let's see whether we can see a rally here. One V carrying 60. Ashish Rai. 1v is being more impressive, I would say. Yes. Ichi. 1v is crazy how one alliance can put pressure on multiple friends. Yep. They are very impressive, and this is where I always mention that I faced them twice in KvKs as opponents, and they were the worst KvKs I ever had as in experience wise. Like, no chance. We were a B kingdom once and probably a C kingdom once. How 1v matched in that KvK, I have no idea, but they demolished everything. Artyom, it's a pity that we will never see a big HA. There will be only the strongest Asian teams. It would be an interesting confrontation between cunning strategies and third-party device. Okay, so if you take the third-party device out, then you got, what's it called? Osiris League, right? You get to see the smartest kingdoms
with the best strategies fight there. So we saw JST and 1v last time, and the next season is not too far away, so maybe we'll see something fun the next one as well. 1v or 60 GT. I think 1v is stronger. Yo Makul, 5-star for 1v. Yep. Yep, they're gonna run out of stars, spaces to put their stars on, because as I said, never saw them lose. Ashish right, 60 GT. Ashish right, they have two main alliances. Well, even in 1034, other than 1v, NANV is pretty strong, even in KvK and Osiris League both. Jay Patel, 65 hard pushing. Yep, 65 is OP. Now, I wanted to see a rally here. I don't know whether 93 is gonna do a rally. 93 is pressuring, but not really rallying. Open 1846 KvK. Yep, we are probably gonna go take a look at 1846 soon. I just wanted to see if they're gonna rally. Nah, it doesn't look like there's gonna be a rally. Yeah, is this the only area? Probably the only area 1860 and 93 are fighting, because nothing else is touching, right? It's gonna get burnt out. And 71 giving up on this flag. And 71 being pushed back here as well, right? Okay, so look at that. 1v fighting 71, and on this side 1v, so much presence on 93. 93 is a decent kingdom, decently strong kingdom. Oh, look at that, 4 flags. Alliance, not 4 flags, sorry, 4 stars, and it's like burning, glowing and everything. And the flag just got burnt whilst we were checking. I thought the rally is gonna go on for a while, but doesn't look like 93 is reinforcing flags at this time. So when the rally came, they just popped out. So everything that 1v can burn, they are burning. What about this flag? Okay, this is the last flag we're gonna watch, yeah? So this flag, 1v can burn. Now they should have a rally on already. We're just gonna check the rally, or can they just swarm it down? Whatever they do, that's the only thing we're gonna check, and then we're gonna go back into the 1365 KvK. Shishrai, looks like 1v will win. Yep. It does look like an easy win for 1v. I mean, not an easy one, but what I meant is certain win for 1v. Because within the first 24 hours of Kingsland, you're not going to think about like what's the time zone and all that. You generally have most people trying to be available for the first 24 hours or so, and then based on the numbers we see from 1v, all the other kingdoms here combined doesn't have as many marches on the field as 1v does. So yeah, if 34 let 21 into Kingsland, it'll cost them the win. Yeah, I don't think they will. I mean, it's pass 5 and then they gotta go to pass 7. They don't need to go through pass 6, but they still have to go all the way to pass 7 and then Kingsland. So I don't think 21 can make it in time, but I could be wrong. Ashish Rai, most people from 1v are 100 mil plus. Yes, most people, not only 100 mil plus, somehow most people have all gold equipment with crit. I spoke with a few of them before and I saw their equipment pictures here and there when we had them as opponents in KvK, and then we were like, whoa, well, no wonder we get smashed. They're OP. Hassan, 1846 KvK still hard to tell who is gonna 1860 KvK still hard to tell who is gonna win. It looks like 1v to me at the moment, man. I'm not too sure. I want to see 1034 versus 1960. $10.34 is probably stronger than 1960, man. I'm not too sure. Hassan Khatib, if 1860 got pushed back, it'll be 1 versus 4 for 1v. Hassan, I think 1v can still handle that for some reason. I think they can still handle that. It's downtime for 93 though. True, 93 is not necessarily Asian, but then, and they probably fought quite a lot the first 12 hours of Kingsland, so yeah, could be. PSN Lambao, back to work. Have a good stream. People need to push that like button. 67 watching, 17 likes. Hey people. Yes, what's happening with the likes? What's happening with the likes? We need to show support to make sure that LADUS keeps streaming. So definitely don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, then definitely subscribe as well. Alright, so we were waiting to see that rally, and we do see the rally coming in, and then the guy is called Strong. I am strong, actually not just strong, I am strong. Yes, you are. Now, let's see how strong you are though. So it's a XY and Nevsky, obviously, because they're unchallenged in the field. And in terms of the garrison, you got a Jadwiga and YSS. Jadwiga YSS and XY Nevsky. And the swarm starts straight away. So the rally hit and the swarm started. So no waiting time. Not letting the flag come down. 1v can swarm because 1v has a lot in the tank. They're not worried about running out of troops or anything. Yes, need double like. Hey, Iverson, no double like, man. Double like takes the first like away. So let's not double like. Let's not do that. Now is the flag down? No, it's not down yet actually. But then still heavy swarm going on. Hassan Khatib, I want to play against 1v in KvK, man. They have... I don't want to play. Yeah, man. No one wants to play against 1v. They're devastating. Look at that. Swarm starts straight away. Don't wait for the flag to come down. That's against all policies, 1v. What are you doing? Now 1671 is Asian time zone. I think they're Japanese mostly. So it's not the worst time for them. If 1v is online, they could be online as well. But then flag came down. Quite easily, I should say, actually. So that's how it looks like. Now we kind of had a look at this KvK, and let's go back to the 1365 KvK and see how the action is going on there. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune today as well, so we're gonna spin a little bit as well before we call it a day today. Now let's bring out the correct map. Yep. And let's find Kingsland. Okay, so I want to start looking from here. What do you see, guys? what do you see? I see a lot of JST and mostly JST. There is a 1846 ball on the right hand side, not as big, but then at the same time the flag is still standing, so that flag isn't burning. And on the left it's repairing as well. So good timing, I would say. We should see a couple of rallies from JST here anytime now. 2224 here. Hey man. Manji, how are you going? Hassan Khadib, sorry for that, but 1671 trash Imperium. 1671 doesn't look like a very strong Imperium, you're right. I didn't even know of 1674 before. So at the start of that KvK, I was kind of thinking, well, if there's only 3 strong Imperiums, then this is not going to be a fun KvK, because if 93 and 1860 allied against 1v, I would have thought that would be fair. But then 1860 plus 1v against 93, I thought 93 would lose easy. Now 93 didn't lose easy, but it does look like they're gonna lose. Hassan, 846 is hard position. They lost a lot of territory. Yep, they lost a lot of territory. I mean, at the start, they still had 4 passes, and 1365 had 4 passes as well. So in terms of building up territory, they had an equal opportunity, saying that 1846 is fighting with 1 less ally, so it's a 3v4. Now I keep saying that just to establish that 1846 is not losing a 1v1 versus 1365. Actually, to be honest, I don't know whether they're losing. Looks like they're losing. They may not though. Now one of those flags burning is the second flag here, that because of all the marches I can't tell whether it's burning or not. Now there's still that flag on the left. So don't know whether that's gonna be focused anytime soon. 1365 is enjoying the open field fights here, but I'm sure there would be a marker somewhere there. So what we saw with 1v over there, it kind of feels like we're seeing the same with 3065 over here. So they burned that flag, but then still you see how much they are pushing into the opposition territory just to enjoy some open field fighting. It's not like they holding position here, they can burn another flag or anything. So this flag and this flag not touching anything. So they're just having fun pushing 1846 in quite a bit. Now they're going back, and there's a good chance they're gonna gather around here for that flag, or are some of them going back for a refresh? Ashish Rai, JST fighting 3 alliances from 1846. I mean, 13, yeah, true, but then 1365 does have more allies, so that helps. RTM Iverson, it'll be funny if 1846 are still celebrating 4th of July and will be back in action in 1 or 2 days. Yeah, that will be funny though. But in 1846, do they have a lot of people from US? PCFA. No, sorry, that's a separate question. I don't know whether, because I thought a big chunk of 1846 is from Europe rather than US. I don't know, you may be right though. Alright, so we do see 1365 coming towards this way. So we got JST, and we got, I think we got 1 or 2 players from DF here as well, but mainly JST. And they're facing up against burn it down now. BID over here. Azhar, hi Ladus. Hey Azhar, how are you going, man? Hassan, 1846 didn't want 4v4, so they deserve to lose. Yeah, I mean, 1846 could have taken that that water camp. I that would have made more sense, I guess. But at the start, to be honest, it felt like even a 3v4 against 1846 is not worth it. That's how I would have thought, but in a way, everyone either overestimated 1846 or underestimated 1365. I don't know how to. I don't know whether we should say either though. So 1365, like, there's nothing to overestimate or underestimate. Everyone kind of knows it's a strong, decent, active KD. So nothing exceptionally special, but good fighters and everything. Now, in terms of 1846, like, one thing that I'm thinking, I'm not too sure if it makes sense. So you know how 1846 had a lot of players already and they got everyone to delete their troops and then got a new batch of migration. This is how they got like 8 or 10 fighting alliances. So, like, I'm just thinking, did they get everyone to delete more than they could handle? Which is why none of them, as in not none of them, which is why majority of their players didn't have enough troops. So just because they did the big migration before this KvK, a lot of them didn't get the time or opportunity to rebuild yet, which is why they're not really OP this KvK, maybe. But then by next KvK, natural. Ooh, we got Zangbot here. So I don't know what Zangbot is gonna do because it's already burning. Maybe Zangbot will rally this. Zangbot, rally this, brother. So yeah, maybe too much deleting troops. And because of that, their average player base didn't have enough troops to kill. Maybe, I don't know. (1846), they want to do one versus all. They could do one versus all. They could do one versus all. If you're not talking about Imperium, if you're talking about 7 normal kingdoms, maybe they can do one versus all. G3 4 ups. To be honest, 1846 is way too crowded. You're screwed if you're a low spender there, hard to farm. Yeah, you think so, right? I mean, 10 fighting alliances, way too many players. I mean, you gotta go to zone 1 to farm. Even then, I don't know how you find what's it called, tiles. It's quality versus quantity, Ashish Rai. 1846 does have some strong players though. Say, for example, Makote, he's the famous one, right? Hassan Khatib, 1365 has amazing open field. Yep, so 1365, I mean, every kingdom is gonna say that, you know, we have dedicated players, we try to fight as much as all that. Now, not that I have been in every KD, but in 1365, like, most of the players genuinely don't care about troops, speed ups, whatever. As in, they think in a way where it's a game. This is not about progressing my account or anything. Whatever I have in my account, whenever there's fighting, I go out, have fun with people, and that's it. Like, less long-term thinking about your account. So that definitely helps. And the organizers over here, as in the R4s, R5s and all of that, they're super organized. So even if you're not in Discord, even if you're not active, whenever you log in, you always know where to go. And the reason why they're not letting me like fight and stream at the same time is because there's like 100 markers here. And I know this is not the most critical stage of Kingsland. I would have thought 1365 at now is just, looking at, all right, let's do rallies, burn one flag at a time, hold some field position. But even in terms of who goes where with what troop, there's way too many markers. Not a bad thing, it's a good thing, but I'm just explaining why I can't fight and stream at the same time with my old in 1365. RTM, after 254, no one will play FFA. After 1846, if they lose, no one will choose challenges. All will become boring and one day KvK win. No, I mean, look at the 1860 1093 KvK. I mean, they did in a way they did a 2 Imperium versus 2 Imperium, even though 1671 wasn't as strong. That wasn't bad, that was a decent KvK. No special challenges there, just whatever the KvK brought you. Not that bad. The new migrants are probably underperforming. JST Gaming Hub about 1846. Yep, possible. Superior Warrior, quantity, not quality. Yeah, that's a possibility as well. I mean, 1846 had a very strict policy about migration before. I don't know what happened in the last KvK. Maybe they were a little bit more relaxed. But up until then, like you guys saw 1846 in previous KvKs, right? Like they were OP. And in a way, I have to say this, the allies of 1365 did better than the allies of 1846. So say for example, if I have to point out somehow these people over there, so the AMG and 44, which kingdom is that? 1044. 1044 has been playing amazing on the 1365 side. None of the kingdoms on the 1846 side has been as impressive as Kingdom 44. And these guys, they don't really fight at the same time that I do. Like I haven't seen them in action, but I heard they did pretty well as well. But I saw 44 way more than any other KD here. So the blue team here. Blue team pushing in on this side. So more so than 1846 losing alone, in a way, whether it be their choice of allies or number of allies, in both ways, a little underperformed. So we got a Henry rally over here. I don't know what I was watching rather than watching this. So is it Henry and Gilga? Henry and Nebu. Lots of 1846 down south, but not really getting all the way to reinforcing. And a lot of 1365 presence here. Spot, how many T5 you have? So I got 2 T5 accounts, but then this account is the main account. The other account is 1365. It's just T5 in name. Like I don't have the ability to fight with T5s. I mostly fight with T4. I just have T5 unlocked, that's all. Hassan Khatib, Lilith should add streamer mode in game. You can turn markers, chat, etc. off. Man, that would be so good. So like I don't know why that's not the case. Actually, the coalition markers come up regardless. So I was trying to say this. So if I do this, like one of the modes here, so if I'm looking at barbarian strongholds, for example, I hope everything else would go away.
But then there's nothing where you can't see coalition markers and stuff. Even normal markers, I think. Okay, now I missed the action. No, this is where the action is. That would be great. And it's not that difficult, I think. But then think about the number of players and think about the number of streamers. So it's a very significant number. So I don't know whether it's coming. People going to 46 for easy win. Yeah, it could be the late migrations. Chilsey, good morning. Hey Chilsey, good to have you here. I saw 1846 cheeseburgering with Pakal. If 1846 is starting to use Pakal Herald already, then 1365 won already. Then this KvK is not interesting anymore. But then I think that maybe was a one-off thing. I think they're still fighting. I don't think they have given up. So we got a counter rally coming in, and that's Attila Nevsky maybe. So the rally is gonna get cancelled. So see how 1365 didn't necessarily get the burn. Rally is cancelled, and we have to retry. Rotten Piper, I guess 1846 banning 1365 players didn't work. Rotten Piper, I heard something about this. Now, like I am a bit of a noob on this. So I saw on Discord, 1365 Discord, that apparently a lot of, not a lot, like a few players from 1365 got reported and banned for something. I don't know exactly what. And I think someone mentioned probably 1846 reported or whatever. Otherwise, you wouldn't have that many players being banned on the same day. But then, like, if you report someone, then does Lilith, like, don't you have to have like a basis and a proof to report? And not that I have ever been banned, but I'm imagining if I'm banned, then you contact VIP support or in-game support and they unban your account. So like I'm not familiar with the whole banning concept, and but I hear it in KvK sometimes where people say, oh, so people got reported and banned. But like, how can someone else ban you? Like, how would someone else know that you're doing something dodgy in game that you shouldn't be? And why would Lilith buy that? I just don't understand the whole concept. But if you guys know, feel free to let me know. It's one line of code to hide markers. Yeah, it should be. That'll be fun. Because now think about it. Now I'm looking at this action. And not that I'm the biggest fighter or anything, but when you have that much action going on and I have an account here and I'm thinking, I can't really port here, this is for big fighters, but I can port somewhere here and I can come and reinforce the rally and I can get the rally reports. Wouldn't you want to do that? Now I could have been streaming for say 2-3 hours if I was fighting at the same time, because my whole game allocation for tonight is say 3 hours. So now I'm gonna stream for 1.5 hours and then go and play for 1.5 hours. If the stupid marker hiding thing was there, then I could have like done both together for 3 hours. That would have been more fun. Ashish Rai, you sure 1846 report them? I have no idea, man. So people say, some people think that was the case, but like how do they even know, right? So it's not like Lilith told someone that, hey, so 1846 told me that you're doing something dodgy and that's why I'm banning you. So these are all assumptions, random assumptions, right? Jadwise is the new meta, or is Xenoflap still better? So I think Jadwise in general is very good because you now have all the archer rallies coming in. But then it's rock paper scissors, so it's not like one garrison that's OP, right? So the Xenowise thing is over for sure. Iverson, people really think reports work. They don't seem to be playing the game. So does reporting someone work? So all I know about reporting is once someone that I know got banned for transferring a lot of RSS from his own farm, but Lilith took like 2-3 days to allow that account to be played again, and that's what that guy said. So I don't know whether he was transferring actually from his own account or not. But anyways, other than that, once I saw someone getting banned from being able to type on Alliance chat and Kingdom chat, something like that, because he posted pictures that he shouldn't have, and someone reported. Now that flag is gone. Heavy long-term swarm got that burn for JST, and there's a second flag under pressure now. Alia, look 1860. Alia, we checked out 1860 for a while, and then we just came back to the JST side. Ashish Rai, lol, yeah, lol. Adeja, ban is often caused by KvK chat. Could be. Like if you're using words that you shouldn't be in Kingdom chat, or not Kingdom chat, as in LKC, maybe. Alright, so 1365 on this side through JST, obviously doing heavy pushes. Now one other area of fighting up top. We're gonna check out this area. Why are people living so peacefully over here? See? So that's a BLN 1365 flag, and that's a 1846 flag. And they have like a stair here, and no one's burning nothing. So it's like they have a separate ceasefire going on. So all these flags, not a single march, no one's rallying, nothing. No one's fighting here at all. But then same flags up top, everyone's fighting over here. So you got 1365 here, you got 1365 allies here, and when I say 1365 allies, I mean 1044. So this is the kingdom I was saying that were very impressive. Oh my god, there's a Richard in this flag. Is that a Richard? No, now it changed to a Zenobia. And you got XY and Nevsky, and you got definitely more 1365 presence here, even though there are some 1846. Actually quite a lot of 1846. So I don't know whether that rally will be successful. That rally is probably cancelled already. Yep, the rally got cancelled, because without owning the field you went with XY. And the intensity of fighting probably has gone down a little bit on this side. And 1044 fighting over here as well. 1044 rallying with Pakal Herald. And that's a BIA. BIA is one of the main, maybe the main alliance from 1846, right? RTM, if reports work, then all streamers and big players would be in ban 24/7. Blocking 37 was like anti-cheat, as if. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I like people say, if people talk about the reporting thing, I don't think it works at all. Like, it wouldn't make sense if it worked. I hope it doesn't. They made truce. Yeah, those flags over there, I think they did. We PPI the strongest alliances in 1846. Alright, so WIB I think was down south, but then the strongest one of the strongest BIA
44 is a very confidently fighting them. They didn't get a burn, but as you can see, fighting very confidently. 1365 was very lucky to have an ally like 44 in this KvK. They did play a big role in helping 1365 get to the position they're in. They haven't won yet. And this is 1365 allies as well, burning Fox. I don't know who Fox belongs to. Fox is 1846 ally. So many areas where fighting is taking place. So when you look around the map, it kind of feels like 1846 has to pull all the weight themselves, whereas 1365 has allies that support them well. Iverson, let's test all together, complain about LADUS in the game. Amen. Yeah, actually, you know what? Don't do that. Then again, I can't stream, because then you can't watch the stream, right? So without access to the account, I can't stream. So your loss. Hassan Khatib, 1044, 2051, 2256, 2339. Great allies for 1365. Yeah, definitely. So out of them, 2339 was very good, and the best was 1044, I think. But all of them did very good. Yeah, as you can see, like I don't have to say it just to be polite. You can see all of them fighting. Without them, they can't win. Yeah, for sure, man. How many power does 44 have? So 44 isn't like Imperium. I don't think they touched Imperium throughout. I'm not too sure whether they touched Imperium, but at the start they were not. They're still not Imperium now, so pretty good without being Imperium. But they're like borderline Imperium, I would say. So it's not like they're a BKD or anything. 1044 was Imperium. I don't think they were Imperium at the start, Hassan. I may be wrong. I think they became Imperium after matchmaking, somewhere middle of the KvK. So I think when we had matchmaking, I only saw 2. Not sure. But yeah, you're right. Not big Imperium. I think like they, one of those that touches Imperium and then goes out of Imperium, stuff like that. Alright guys, so almost hour and a half we watched a bit of an action. Now the last thing that I want to do before calling it a day is I'm gonna do some spins, Boudica spins, and then we are gonna call it a day. And then I'm going to go into my 1365 account and then do a little bit of fighting before I go to sleep. Now we're gonna call it a day with the Boudica spins. Now I didn't even do the free one, and we're going to skip animation today, so we're gonna do a very fast version. And I did kind of think about going for CPO, but then I thought between the two, like in my case both of them are 5111, something like that, and between the two, without doing too much analyzing, I kind of felt like I feel like I want to max Boudica first. So we're gonna go with the Boudica. Here we go with the free. We got 1 gold head. Yeah, maybe they went imp after pre-KvK. Yeah, probably, man. Now we're going to do the second one, 400. Okay, we got nothing. Now what's the aim? We're going to spin up to how many ever we can, like 64, 62, whatever that number is, and we're hoping for 2 8 spots. Now that's wishful thinking, I know, but at least 2 8 spots. makes it kind of worth your gem. So we got 2 so far. We're gonna keep a count. So we got 3 so far, and we are not doing the animation. We're doing skip animation, so just a fast version. So 3, 4, 5. 5 so far. 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Ooh, 8 spot. I lost count. 8, 9, 10, and then 8, right? 8, 9, 10, and then 8. So that's 18. I think it's 18. 18. All right. So out of the 2 8 spots we targeted, we got 1, 18, and that's 19. Now, guys, we are having a decent luck so far. To make sure that we get a better luck, if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, definitely do so. To give us some more luck, some more boost towards getting all the heads we want to get. So we're sitting on 18, I think, 19. I got 3 8 heads on my farm. Hey, man. Always on farms, right? Like, you never get that luck in main accounts. 2021. 22. One more 8 spot would be nice. 23, 24, 25. Oh, like, look at that. Like, so horrible. Now, I think we are on our last, right? This is the last one. Yep, that's the last one. Oh my god, this is even worse. So the last 2 5 spins, horrible. So far we got like 23, 24, 24, I think, excluding the chests. So that's like semi-decent. At least we got 1 8 spot. Now, how far does that take our Boudica? Not that far, actually. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is, rather than putting the skills on already, I'm kind of thinking I can do some testing at Boudica 5111 and then 5511 and then 5551. So we get some testing done, and I'm not in KvK with this account, so I'm not going to do the upgrades yet. I'm just going to let that be for now. And obviously we're going to spin over the next couple days as well. Hazan Khatib, I got RSS on my main and heads on my farm. Lilith Algo giving low power more luck, I think. Well, that's not a bad thing if they're doing it, but then, yeah, it is what it is, man. I get more stuff on my farm as well. I don't know why. Maybe you're right. Something to do with power and all that. But anyways, guys, we have been streaming for about an hour and a half now, so we're gonna call it a day. I could be playing for another hour or hour and a half, and I wish I could play and stream at the same time. But then how alliance markers work, everyone is kind of, you know, concerned about the sensitivity of the markers and all that. So I kind of have to play and stream at separate times. So if I don't stop the stream now, then I don't get to play at all. So, and I obviously want to play a little bit. So I'm gonna call it a day here, and tomorrow hopefully 1365 doesn't feel that markers are still too sensitive, and hopefully tomorrow I can play and stream at the same time. That way I think it's more fun for you and I and everyone. And thank you everyone for being lively in chat. Thanks for all the questions, comments, conversations. That keeps the chat lively, and I appreciate you all. I will see you hopefully tomorrow, guys. Bye for now.